What is up, everybody? And today we are back reviewing the X-Men 97 Marvel's Sunspot. Now we'll take a quick look at the box. I've been wanting to get this figure out of the box to go onto my display, so hopefully it does good. Now with this wave, I do have Cable, I don't have Jubilee, Emma Frost, or Morph. Honestly, I don't want the Jacket Logan. I personally would just rather have him in his suit. So I probably won't get him, but I do plan on getting everyone else. I do have Cable though, and he will be next week. Other than that, if you like collecting inbox, here you go. Yeah, let's get this figure out of the box. Alrighty, and we are back. Now, getting this figure out of the box is fairly easy. I like the way his yellow looks somewhat. It's not as bright as like Wolverine's or Cyclops or really anyone that I've seen. I just haven't been able to grab because they were way too expensive. But I like the simplicity of his suit, and his details look great. Now let's take a look into his accessories before we get into this figure. He has a flame effect that he can hold, is the way they had it on the packaging. So it looks like he can hold it. And then he has a throwing effect, which actually is very nice because you can see what fist it goes on. Because with the pyro, they didn't have that. So that's really, really helpful. And then he has one set of splayed hands and one set of fists. Now, I do really, really like the matte coat on this figure. I think it looks really good. But let's get into his articulation before we start actually talking about him. His head goes back this far, down this far, and go all the way around. He has a butterfly joint in the shoulder. His arm can go all the way around, almost completely up. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed pinless elbows, which I prefer much. I don't know why that's not the new standard, but there's that. He can hit way past the 90. His wrist can rotate all the way around. It can go down, up, and then he has a torso, well, a chest swivel. Go back with that far, go forward that far, and then he does have a ab crunch. So he can get down fairly far, and he can go back a decent amount. To me, it looks like it might just be my figure, a little QC issue, but you can see somewhat in the lining of his leg. But other than that, he can go forward this far, he can go back yay far, has double jointed pinless knees like what I much prefer all my figures having because it doesn't deteriorate really over time. Yeah. Alrighty, sorry about that. I ran out of storage. Anyways, let's pick up where we left off. He has a boot cut that can go all the way around. His foot can go all the way down, all the way forward, and his feet do have a swivel in it. Now, overall, I think this is a pretty cool figure. I want to see if I can get his fire effect on his arm real quick. Don't really know how. Is this hand right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll do it like something like this, I'm guessing. Maximum. Does he have a. No. Okay. Anyways, let's get. It's a lot harder than it looks, but you get a pretty cool like flame blasting effect on it, which I think is pretty cool. And then if we swap his hands out, I'm pretty sure it's meant to hold that fire orb. I don't really know how well it'll hold it, but let's find out. Because they have him displayed holding it in like very strange ways, so I'm guessing you can like wedge it in. Oh, it holds like fairly good. It'd be cool if it had little hand indentations. Doesn't seem to, but he can hold it pretty well. Oh, well, I just lost it. Anyways, but overall, his joints don't seem like incredibly loose, as a lot of some of the figures that I've been getting, they've had somewhat loose joints. I think he's a great looking figure. The yellow on his suit looks very, very good, very accurate to the show. I'm happy with this wave. I hope they continue to do more with the wave as the show progresses. But his face sculpt looks very, very good. I have a bit of paint chipping right here where they just made it a solid yellow piece and added the black and the then his skin tone and a little paint blemish right there, but nothing really too crazy that I would have to like majorly complain over. I mean, simple fixes. There's like a little bit of excess plastic here that you could easily just get off and just pick at it and it would come off, but no, you can go side to side, which is really cool. But I like Sunspot. I think he's a very good character. So I'm happy to have this figure in my collection and I'm ready to see what he does on the shelf. I think he'll look very, very good on the shelf. I don't know what I'm going to do with him just yet, but we will see. And sadly, Pyro is now on the shelf, so we will see how he scales with Rogue. He's just a little taller than Rogue. Yeah, just a little taller than her, but still scales fairly well with your Marvel Legends. And let's see how he scales with the 1000 Toys Hellboy figure. I think he scales fairly well with him. Even though Hellboy is a bigger figure, he still scales very, very well with him. And they go good together because they're both cartoony styles, which I am still reading the Hellboy Seed of Destruction right now, but overall, I think this figure is worth it. If you can find it, definitely would pick him up. Definitely. He's definitely worth the money. I'm ready to see what I can do posing wise with him and getting him on the shelf, but I think he looks very, very good, very accurate to the show. I would recommend this figure definitely if you could pick him up. He would definitely make for a good display. I do want I think it's X-Men Apocalypse Sunspot that came out a couple years back. They have that one where he's like full flames and everything, and he's got the little skull on his face. I think that looks very cool, and I would love to get him for my uh, X-Men Apocalypse display. And I kind of wish they would have gave him a waist swivel. Now that I'm actually trying to pose him, I do kind of wish he would have got a waist swivel for his to pose him better, so it ain't this like torso swivel. But still think you could get some good poses with him. You'll just have to work with it, and I think you could get it. See what I can do real quick. Swap out this hand for the other one. I don't think I'll do this on the shelf because he will more than likely fall, and I will lose that flame effect fairly quickly with him being on my display. I'm not saying a lot of my figures fall, and he doesn't feel gummy like some of the figures that I've gotten. They felt very gummy when you get a hold of them, like they've got really melted joints or wasn't kept properly, so they kind of look funny. But overall, I'd recommend getting this figure 100%. I'm trying to get him in a quick pose, but it's not working out the best, because I'm not the best at posing. So we'll see what I can do real quick, but obviously I'll have better poses up on the screen after I get him on the display. So we'll see what we can do there, but I'm fairly happy with the wave. I think it looks really, really good. I love the cartoon. The cartoon's amazing, and I'm happy they're redoing it. And I can't wait to see what else they do with it. It'd be really cool if he got like a grabbing hand, now that I'm actually thinking about it. So he could like be like charging up the fireball a little more. That'd be cool. I have his foot a little too far up there. Trying to get him posed just right. And then we'll lightly set the lightly set this in his hand. I have it too far back. Turn this way. Turn the foot just a little more. Move back backwards, bend him forwards. Use the boot swivel to my advantage and hope it works out. Kind of is. But if he had like a grabbing hand, this could just slide into, so you ain't just got to set it on there. And I mean, I think that looks fairly good for the figure. Just a quick little generic pose. I can't remember. I'd have to rewatch the show. I can't remember if he like turned into the full fire that he did for the X-Men Apocalypse figure. I cannot remember off the top of my head if he did. Think he did, maybe. But I do want to get the other what's it called? The Fantastic Four figures. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up just a regular Johnny, cause why not just have him flame on? That'd be way better. But we'll see whenever I pick him up. And his belt does move, so that doesn't really hinder much. Surprised he doesn't have drop down. Those legs can go out this far too. I forgot to say that, but they go out this far. Not nothing too crazy, but they do move out. And it would have been cool if we would have got like a screaming head or like a gripping hand, like he's charging it up. That'd be cool. Really, other than that, I have no complaints with the figure. I think it looks phenomenal. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the figure. I'm itching to get him on the shelf and see what he does. I don't know if next week I'll be doing a get out of here, Matt. I accidentally left my window open while I was gone, and now there's a gnat in here for some godly reason. But I'm going to do Cable next week, and the week after that, we'll actually be working on the Predator display. I just picked up Grayback, so look forward to that video here soon. He comes with a lot more than what I thought. So I'm ready to get him out and see what he can do. I hope the audio sounds better this video. I'm doing something a little different, so hopefully you guys don't hear the AC unit in the back as much. That'll help me in editing and everything else, but hopefully this upcoming week I should have a gaming video out. It should be Wednesday. I should have it ready by Wednesday, hopefully. Keep our fingers crossed that we do. I don't know 100%, but there should be. I just got this second monitor. As you can see, just got it hooked up and ready, so I should have a video out here soon. But yeah, just to me, like just picking them up. The only thing that's like somewhat loose on the figures is neck, but still holds. A little wiggle in the chest, but that's really it. I am disappointed they didn't just do the ab crunch and then a waist swivel. That would have been really good because I like the chest, the ab crunch, and a waist swivel. That is made better for a lot more posing. I don't know if they did that on the Maximum Series Spider-Man, but yeah, overall, I'd highly recommend this figure to anyone who wants to get it. I think he's a great figure. But other than that, yeah, gaming video next week. Hopefully y'all like the audio and it sounds better. If you do, just leave a comment. And then yeah, let's get this figure on the shelf and see what I can do with him. I'm itching to get him and Cable on the shelf because I'm waiting on Wolverine and all them. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. So after we get done with Cable and him, there won't be any more 97 X-Men for a little while, sadly. But we will be working on the Predator display, like I said. Uh, the retro Spider-Man display. I have a couple figures from there to put on the display. And then we have a Blockies figure I just got today. I'm looking to get into those, but they'll get their own shelves and I'll work on them when I can. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And until next weekend.